Overhyped IPOs attract dumb money. I thought I could flip Lyft for a quick profit, and I was wrong. So I'm gonna probably buy Lyft stock at some point today. There's gonna probably be a lot more buying pressure than selling pressure. This is not a long-term investment for me. I'm gonna try to flip it for some cash. It is pretty overvalued right now, 25 billion. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, don't try this at home. I'll go ahead and buy it. Cost me about 8,000, just take a small piece. This is kind of dangerous, so once again, don't, oh shit, my order filled. I kind of wish it didn't fill, to be honest with you. Alright, well, we'll watch this. It's not gonna go to zero. I think realistically it could lose another $5 or $6 or so pretty easily, so we'll see what happens here. But I had to do it. Do it for the vlog.
I just want all of the money. Do you know what I said? I gotta get the dinero, the cash, and the bread. Money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, losing money on Lyft. Another week of losses. It closed at 77, and it's not to say it's gonna stay at 77. I don't think the trade is over yet. I think on Monday or Tuesday of next week, we'll see a little bit more action. We'll see the way it goes. Maybe I'll decide to sell it at a loss. I'm not gonna keep buying into the stock if it keeps going lower or whatever. I'll make a decision when and where to get out. I've had some good luck so far in the last year or two with IPOs between MongoDB. I bought Elasticsearch. My issue with Lyft is I think with the amount of money they're burning, I don't know if I want to hold on to the stock. I don't feel it's a long-term investment. For me, I'm gonna use it as a trade going forward. Lyft IPO is one of the biggest IPOs of the year. Uber's coming out this year, and there's going to be a whole bunch of other IPOs coming out this year, and it's very important for a healthy market to actually be able to support multiple IPOs coming out. That's a sign of healthy capital markets. Having said that, if you look at Lyft's business, it's not making money right now. It's losing money. And it's a heavy capital intensive business. You know, companies like Lyft and Uber spend a fortune on building out the software. Enormous amounts of money spent on the software. Enormous amounts of money that they'll continue to spend as bug fixes need to go in, additional maintenance work. Just supporting that application is going to be a really big deal. Yeah, they're going to have an ongoing huge amount of expenses, and the cost of software engineers keep going up and up and up. It raised $25 billion, and it's not really a profitable business right now. It has about $2 billion in revenue, 2.1, and I think it lost $900 million, which is a lot of money to lose. I understand it's a growing business, it's trying to build its market presence, its market share, but that's a lot of money. Which brings me to my next big point. It's got a very well capitalized competitor, and arguably probably a better CEO running Uber. I won't go into too much details of leadership. Let's just put it to you this way. They have another major juggernaut as its competitor. The fact that they're two major players in the industry, they're gonna both continue to need to slash prices to kind of outcompete one another, which leaves a very slim margin for both their business as well as the profitability of the drivers. Keep in mind, this is a community product. It needs to be adopted by the drivers. And if the drivers are seeing they're not making much more than minimum wage, when you throw in you know, the cost of gasoline, you throw in the cost of the depreciation of their vehicles, you throw in, you know, the cost of maybe even doing something else with their time. They might not even want to drive for Lyft or Uber if the costs don't make sense. I don't think there's any more room to drop margins for the drivers any further. I've used both platforms, Uber and Lyft. I usually compare rates. You know, when I go from city to city, whatever one offers me a better deal, I'll take. To me, the product is the same because there's a cost associated with it. And for me, I'll just go with the cheaper of the two options. Anyway, thanks again for listening. That's all I have for today. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. You know, I appreciate the constructive criticism and, you know, calling me an idiot or a fool. You know, people like Carl Icahn have already made a fortune on that stock. They've bought in very early in 2015 for 100 million. God knows how much that investment's worth. I don't even want to speculate because every time I think of Carl Icahn, I get very jealous and angry on the inside.